Hi, it's Zobo975 and welcome to Elite Dangerous, and today I'm going to update on the LYRA situation, which is a bit of a weird one. So this incident happened. This is Jordo man we're shooting at here because Your Eminence is in his multi-crew, and then after this incident Jordo man actually joined LYRA, so that was really odd thing to have happen. Jordo man used to fly for TCHC, so he has in the past been an ally of mine, but he decided to join LYRA, and yeah, it's been an interesting turn of events, and we attacked Jordo man on this night because he had Your Eminence in multi-crew. I was in my trolley cannon Vette, Frodo was in a Death Star Conda, and I think Rob's also involved. Big Load was getting over here, but we were in a wing, we were attacking him, it was all a bit of fun. It's always fun to shoot at Jordo man. His Vettes are incredibly strong. In this instance he happened to have gimbaled multi-cannons on because he was doing stuff, but Jordo generally runs fixed phasing or fixed multi-cannons, and he's an absolute nightmare of a big ship pilot. He's one of the best big ship pilots in the game, and yeah, his corvettes are very, very strong. However, one of the viewers on his stream, or Your Eminence's stream, seemed to think that Jordo man's Vette was too strong. They actually sent me a message saying to me that they thought there was something odd or weird going on. They thought there was some sort of cheating going on. Now, I've fought alongside and against Jordo man for a long time, and I've not seen anything that I would say was suspicious, but this is the message I got sent. I've removed the name, but like, here's the message. He said like he thought it was a magic corvette, and he thought evidence of Your Eminence being in that magic corvette could be damning. Now, honestly, I couldn't disagree with more with this. Jordo's Vette builds are incredibly strong, they're incredibly focused. It's basically what Jordo spends like so much of his time on, is nerding out over builds. He actually moans about Coriolis, and will sit there with a calculator calculating things for himself because he doesn't trust Coriolis to be correct. Yeah, Jordo is a sweaty try-hard PvPer in the extreme. His ship builds are very precise, very well organised. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's not an idiot like me who does crazy things. But let's face it, do I think Jordo's corvettes are in any way, shape or form magical? Well, they certainly have some interesting quirks, but they're definitely not anything cheating. There's nothing weird going on. They're certainly not as magic as Rafa Benitez. If you've never seen this clip, you're in for a treat. This is how magic Rafa Benitez is. I love this clip. It's ancient, it's really, really old, but it's just so funny, the perfect timing of it. But Jordo is not cheating in any way, shape or form. Jordo is not cheating. Jordo is just someone who nerds out and builds very precise builds with very specific requirements. In fact, his shields on that thing are actually incredibly low. I'm in a Vette with over 9,000 shields with no resistances whatsoever. Jordo's taken the opposite route, and I think he has around 4,800 shields, but with ridiculously good resistances. In fact, Frodo was laughing about it because Jordo's thermal resistance is really, really strong, which makes the the fact that they were both all thermal a bit redundant, because Frodo had really good armor against thermal and Jordo man had really good shields against thermal, so it was a bit of a long fight between them. Frodo had to jump out because Jordo did start sniping his modules. Dirty tactics from Jordo there, I think. It's all fun and games until someone starts sniping modules, but I was having fun because when you're not focused and you can just have a laugh just blatting away, the cannon Vette is quite damaging. And I was hitting a fair few railgun shots, cancelling a few of Jordo's banks, hitting him with a good amount of cannon shots. Unfortunately, that had a negative impact, and that might be some of the reason why people thought something odd was going on, is the fact that I was hitting Jordo with two massive, huge 4-shell cannons and catapulting them off at ridiculous speeds. My response about the accusations was that, you know, there's no way to hack on Xbox. You can't run those programs and scripts like they do on PC, where they can like just change their shield strength and stuff like that. I actually got my prediction wrong. I thought Jordo had about 5,600 shields with high resistances, because I believe that was one of his older builds, but he told me it's like closer to 4,800, 4,900 with even higher resistances than I thought. But, you know, for me, my kinetic, silly old Vette managed to do some decent damage, and yeah, it was quite good fun watching Jordo wing around being attacked by a wing. If anyone can take being attacked by a wing, it is Jordo, man. He is an absolute pain in the butt to shift. There's a video of mine from ages ago where he's fighting a wing of IED, and I drop in and end up in like a pseudo 1v1 with one of the FDLs, while Jordo's fighting against 2 Corvettes. And at the end of the fight, he's still there. And I think it's Sin of Raffle, one of the Humo guys, is like, you know, saying that he was kind of disappointed that Jordo had still made it through that fight and was still in the instance, because his Vettes are very, very strong, but, you know, they're not anything magical or bizarre. They're definitely not hacked. They're not cheating. You know, he is annoyingly good. I had a lot of fun sending him flying with 4 shell cannons. It is great fun using 4 shell cannons, and Jordo does struggle to aim when he gets hit with those things sometimes. So, you know, it is the fun of my troll build. 9,000 shields and 4 shell cannons was something I did for a laugh, not something I did to be good. How does this situation affect things? Well, LYRA have suddenly gained a very good PvPer, but one very good PvPer is not going to make a huge amount of difference. I'm sure Jordo's going to kill a few people and get LYRA a few kills in PvP, but a lot of the time Jordo's going to be swamped by a lot of people trying to claim that bounty on him. You know, I don't think it's going to make a massive amount of difference, but yeah, fair play to Jordo. I don't know why he's done it, why he would join LYRA, but he has. Maybe he can help LYRA become reformed combat loggers, because he himself is a reformed combat logger. He's very honest about that sort of thing. You know, he used to be a logger, but now he is an honourable dude who, you know, doesn't do that stuff anymore. He's a reformed combat logger, hasn't done it in years. So, fair play to him. Him being called magic by this guy and accused of cheating has meant that I think I'm going to use this tile for Jordo, man. And Scooby said immediately, I think he'll like it, but not a lot. And if you don't get the reference, don't feel sad. You're probably not British and of a certain age. That's a very, very niche market thing, that one. That joke will definitely not hit many, many people. But it was fun fighting against Jordo. It was fun shooting Jordo with 4 shell cannons and watching him spin around at speeds way above what a Corvette should be able to do. One of the things that confused the guy watching was he saw Jordo's Corvette outrunning a crate Phantom in one point, and it's like, well, yeah, I am shooting with 4 shell cannons, so he is getting a massive speed boost from me. You know, that is something that is happening a lot in this fight, but that's part of the reason why this fight's being unsuccessful, to be honest, is because I'm assisting Jordo man in escaping, and he's trying to go out and reboot and repair, and I'm shooting him further and further away, so it's probably not a great idea. I think he did manage to get one reboot and repair off, but it didn't matter, because with the few ships on him we've got, you know, eventually he did struggle a little bit. But Jordo joining LYRA has made things a little more interesting. I mean, it's not really helped the newbie LYRA members. They're still getting slaughtered in droves, but it does at least give them an interesting PvP combatant. So, you know, and like I say, maybe Jordo can be a positive influence in the squadron. Maybe he can give them a help with their engineering. Maybe he can give them a help in shipbuilding, because they certainly need direction in that department. Jordo is a very experienced player. He knows what he's doing. He knows his way around the engineers. He knows his way around Coriolis, and he knows how to build ships. And if he can get some LYRA members in some decent ships, maybe they'll be able to put up a bit of a fight. You never know. It can't be a bad thing for them to have an experienced commander like Jordo man enter their squadron. especially someone who's, like I say, well known as being one of the best Corvette pilots in the game. You know, that can't be a bad thing for them. And I'm happily using the space created for me to do what I should do every time I use this ship. Look to reload whenever I can, whenever the person's out of range or I get a bit of a gap or a pause. I should always be looking to reload in this ship. I learned a few lessons after building this ship, and there are a few things I would tweak on it, but because of the nature of the build, because it's way over weight limit, it's incredibly hard to change out stuff. You can't swap modules on it until you go back below the weight limit. You can't actually do anything. So I could alter the engineering on a couple of parts, but this ship was never built for 1v1s, and it's one of the reasons it doesn't do well in 1v1s is because I have specialized boss cells, which are just so easy to cancel. They take so long to run that anyone with bank cancelling will cancel them. One of the other downsides is the fact that I did opt for a cannon Vette, which is great fun and does a decent amount of damage, but does tend to run out of ammo very, very quickly. But like I say, the force shell effect, I did that because it was funny, not because it is especially amazing or, you know, especially effective, but it is just funny watching your opponents spin off or ping about. And it's great for attacking people inside of planets, close to planets or near planets. Blasting people into the ground is really, really funny. Not to mention the immense enjoyment I get from shooting my fellow wingmates at people at high speeds. That is the real bonus of the force shell cannons. And there's nothing funnier than watching somebody fight me, struggle to maintain aim and getting knocked off target because I'm hitting them with ridiculous amounts of force shell cannons that's throwing them off all over the place. And if you want to see this fight from Jordo Man's perspective, you can do it. It's available on live stream. Like I said, Jordo Man streams on Twitch. I'll link to his stream in the comments down below if I can find the link, because I've got it somewhere. And yeah, I had fun fighting Jordo Man on this evening, and it was quite fun shooting at Yo Eminence while he's in multi-crew. He basically, this was the night he came to this system, died twice, died to Rob, and then died to Big Load. Big Load managed to get the station to kill him. If you pay attention to the Big Load clip, you actually see Jordo Man shooting at Big Load to try and stop him killing Yo Eminence, which is quite funny. But then, you know, Jordo Man elected to join LYRA, so he has put a massive bounty on his head, so it's going to be fun watching people trying to claim that off Jordo Man. He is quite a hard target. It's going to be someone that's very difficult to kill. He's a very canny guy that will definitely high wake at the first sign of trouble. Here he was debating whether to hang around. He was trying to reboot and repair again, but you know, his modules had started to take some damage, and yeah, he's sort of deciding what to do. The force shell cannons, like I say, are helping him because I'm shooting him so far out of range. That is one of the disadvantages of my build. It can, in certain situations, work against us, especially when you're trying to confirm kills or hunt people down. But then also you can use it to your advantage by shooting your teammates out of trouble, which is hilarious. If one of your teammates' drives have gone, you can actually shoot them, blast them away so they can get reboot and repair off before people can catch up with them. So it swings and roundabouts. The force shell cannons have so much utility and they're so much fun that I would recommend them to anyone. They're not the most sensible weapon in the world, but they are so much fun. So like I say, especially if planet surfaces are involved. But yeah, so Jordo Man has joined LYRA. Who would have thought it? So obviously at the moment, until the new year, there's a bounty on him. I doubt there'll be a bounty on him after that, because the person who put the bounties on is a little behind on payments, and hopefully he's not totally run out of money yet. But we'll see. As to Jordo Man, he did manage to get his shields back, but he soon lost them again. He's under pressure. He's got several ships on him constantly, and like I say, the banks, he's not managing to get them off. I am railgunning the crap out of him, and yeah, so all in all, he had to choose discretion as the better part of valor and escape. But you know, he's going to be a tough ass to kill Jordo Man. It'd be interesting to see if anyone does get him before the bounties expire. But anyway, that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Check out Jordo's stream in the link below, and I'll catch you in the next video.